Another quick question. Are the spiked balls hitboxes slightly larger than the square?
It almost seemed like at one time. I just try and make sure you're dead center. It takes the extra time to make sure you're dead center.
Yeah.
Other than the people that have the chains, is there any reason to not be completely stacked?
No, like people can stack a little bit closer.
So why don't we mark one dedicated range so that way we don't have people running over traps if we're all stacked up and just traps run out. We should never hit them.
What happened there is the chain people were surrounding the people that dropped traps, and so they're trying to run in and trigger the traps.
Oh, they got blocked back.
You have a chain and you see people dropping trap.
If you have a chain, try to get to the edge. Obviously, if they were dropping, the tanks were dropping in a spot that you would get spiked, might not be a good idea, but try and be quick about getting out of the group with that. And everybody else should be trying to stay kind of on the boss's ass. We know. Everybody's ready.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your screams will echo throughout eternity! Unleash the instrument! Spike death comes!
Here come the balls. Raid right.
Unleash the instrument!
Reposition back over towards orange. Watch the people with chains.
Watch your step.
Traps. Do not hit traps if you're not assigned to.
Unleash the instrument! Spike death comes for
Up
you!
next. Wall of balls. Raid right.
The instrument!
Stack up.
Back up, back over towards orange.
Chains try to loop around.
Okay.
Pop defenses if you get those chains also. Okay, intermission. Very good. Clean there. Just remember when you're running in between here to get to the safe spot, if you need more time, run backwards. You don't have to only run straight.
All right.
Diagonal.
Your torment will span eternity! Let us see your capacity for pain!
Okay, reposition. Back to orange. Chains on me.
Unleash the instrument! Spike death comes for
Here
you!
come balls.
Step carefully.
Watch your feet for traps. Don't hit traps if you're not supposed to. Oh, was that two right
Already
there?
hit one. Yep.
That might have been. I couldn't see where the other one was. Is that like in the middle of everybody there?
Spiked death comes for you.
I thought one got popped immediately with that, but I'll try and watch a little bit closer for that. But
You fell. Your suffering has only begun.
where was that? Did anybody see that fourth one? Because I know there was three kind of in the back, and then I just not sure where the last one was.
I don't know where it was.
Must have been like right next to the boss. Yeah, no, I don't think anybody else said that. I for some reason couldn't see where the last one was. I'll not fuck it up again, but. And the goal again with the traps is, to try and stagger them from the direction that the tank's going with the thing.
I think that was our third trap set, wasn't it?
The second, because I just finished
Second.
hemming.
That's
Yeah,
second.
second.
For
That
that one,
should've
that
been-
one,
That one should have been SLT. Lucario's him, AMZ, and Garush's Rally.
that was
But
double.
we
That
don't want.
wasn't
We
good
want
save
to.
anything.
We want to stagger those a little bit too.
Oh yeah, no, that was, I literally couldn't find the third one. Try to get kind of semi out of the group with it, even if you like say the group's on orange or something like that. I know we don't have a lot of room between orange and yellow. If the traps want to move slightly out to the right, kind of where I'm at, for example, and drop them out here, that would be preferred to dropping them in the middle of everybody. I'm not sure. Like, I just couldn't see where it was. Elk, you around? Did you DC?
I think he just DC'd. He's not in the Discord list anymore.
He was
Alright,
running
no,
him
he isn't.
in the fight.
Might as well repair while we're standing here.
He's back on Discord, it looks like.
Okay, so we are getting slightly different intermission timings.
It's percentage
it's-
based.
Percentage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's like 20 seconds one pull.
You wiped the raid, Elk. The fuck?
They're remodeling the fucking school. Well, they're adding on to it, like right across the street from my house, and
That shouldn't affect your internet.
I mean, I agree, but ever since they started that shit, it's been fucked up. Like once a day, I have to reset my router.
I'd get that checked.
Sounds like your router's memory is going bad or something.
No, it sounds
Yeah,
like they
I mean,
might have, hit something.
called
or
them.
fucked something up.
But it's all across the neighborhood. That's the reason I'm saying that.
If they hit a cable, it's not going to be intermittent. It's going to be dead.
Right.
Depends on how badly, but yeah.
If it's like building up and pausing or something, it means that it's like probably the cache in the router's getting
Alright.
fucked.
3,
Yeah, unless
we
they play a
go.
microblend in it somehow.
Your screams
Here we go.
echo throughout eternity.
Chains out. Here come balls. Front right. Raid front right. Reposition over red orange.
Traps go to
Trying to get
yellow.
away.
Traps go to yellow. Traps go to yellow.
Traps are way left.
I'm getting them.
GS on tip.
Here comes the next set of balls. Raid right. Reposition.
That toy is annoying.
Position. Chains on me. Chains get out.
And Spike's coming.
Center one.
Who's in the
Hey,
group? Who's in the group?
Noel, you gotta be at the back. Be at the back, Noel. There you go.
Somebody else is gonna have to do traps.
I got him.
Center ball. I should actually do this mark still. Everyone else right.
Watch the traps. Okay. Wipe it.
So your marker not working anywhere else? Or you weren't trying because it didn't work the one time?
I haven't tried since it didn't work that one time.
Would it be good
I'm
for
sure
the
it'll
people
work now.
who have the bombs, like when we go through the balls, to have the people with the bombs not follow the balls to go back, and have the rest of the raid so that they're kind of almost at like the opposite side of the room?
If we did that, we wouldn't have enough time to dispel them all and break them all before the spikes blew them up.
Correct.
Yeah, we don't want to follow thing. I
mean, it's just the one person though, because like the spike should be then still coming from the other side of the room from the bombs, though.
That's true.
Coming from the tank.
From the tank, yeah.
As long as
So it's like you lose half the distance, right? Because you're trying to make the triangle from corner to corner, the hypotenuse, as opposed to being just like one side of the right angle.
I think actually
So less than half.
Before we were saying that we wanted the traps between like orange and star. I think the general, like if we happen to be over and they come out, just try and take them out of the raid. The people who have these chains on them should basically be around star right over here. The rest of the raid should pretty much be like between orange and star. And the traps just kind of, if blue's the main marker, get them out like kind of over here where I am.
That,
I think
the
would be the
problem,
safest.
I'm trying to figure out in details how to see who stepped on the traps. I can't figure it out.
We can figure that out later. I know that was right underneath.
Yeah. Well, you weren't the only one. Like 3 of them went off instantaneously.
Yeah, no, they were in the raid group where we're trying to all stack up. So just don't. If it's coming from blue, it doesn't really matter if it's further in this direction over here. Like it could be all the way over here for some reason. As long as it's the furthest way from where the tanks are going, that's fine.
Like, yeah.
So basically, if
Just
if
did
they're
what they were supposed to do. They followed the ball and dropped them right behind the balls. The raid ran into them.
Yeah. I mean,
Right,
that's
so
the problem.
when we go
Raid
through the
locked
balls, the raid should go right. The people with the traps should go right and then follow the balls. So they're making basically a U-turn. The people with the traps. The raid just goes to the right.
And the people with chains don't need to kind of rush over to the.
And people with chains should
corner
just
or
stay at the
anything like
opening
that.
of the ball and let the balls just go past them,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah. All right. Just watch your feet. I'll try and call when the traps are coming out. I think we are. Just watch your feet. Maybe somebody's in bad position. Just watch your feet. Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your screams will echo throughout eternity!
Chains.
Unleash the instrument! Spike death comes for you!
Raid through and to the right.
Unleash the instrument! Step carefully.
Traps.
Unleash the instrument! Spike death comes for you!
Raid through and to the right.
The instrument!
Move raid.
Back reposition.
Insufficient screen.
All right, intermission.
Welcome to the killing floor. You will make excellent victims for my chamber.
And you save Roar for the far run.
Your torment will span eternity.
This one.
Let us see your capacity for pain.
Chains out.
Unleash the instrument. Spike death comes for you.
Balls and spikes coming.
Raid through and to the right. Watch traps. Watch traps. Watch traps.
Unleash the instrument.
It's better.
balls. Watch the
Spike's coming from the back. Chain people, stay the way back.
Turn to the right.
Watch the traps.
Watch
Be away
traps.
from them. Don't break them.
Where's the fourth?
In the corner over there. I'm gonna break it. Go ahead, get yours.
That's...
Fuck.
Who dropped it all the way in that corner?
I have no
Like,
idea.
Who did that?
It just spawned there.
It just randomly spawned there? So it was a
No.
bug?
No. It was 100% on a person.
So you go through, trap should be kind of following the balls, and you drop them like closer to that direction. You don't run to a corner by yourself. Like, come on, guys. Like, I can handle them when they're next to each other because I know where they all are. If you run to a corner by yourself with a trap, no one was
Really
over
no
there. That's weird. Maybe it was on a dead person. Did somebody
they-
die before then?
Did someone
I'd be in the
immune
middle of the room.
when he was throwing traps out, maybe? And pick that person? I don't know.
That's a bug.
Yeah, that would be a bug.
Maybe it's the instrument on
It's he threw it because Rage died with the trap before he dropped it.
Oh.
I didn't
So
die.
he's throwing 4 out either way.
It shows you
die.
flying off the platform like right at the end of the fight.
The trap spawned at like 340 something.
I'll try to
340.
keep an eye on for those bugs. I'll spin my camera around and look. That's stupid.
That was looking a little cleaner though.
Yeah, like 340
Yeah.
is when key push is running over.
All right.
I probably could have saved that, but I fucked it up.
I didn't look for it, but yeah, you did a good call, and then I stopped, and then we kind of juked each other. But
Yeah, it's okay. Alright. Let's do it again.
hopefully it works properly. I'll try and look out for the markers on people's head and make sure there are 4 of them. That's just
Could we
stupid
get
that
4,
you have to do
please?
that.
Lucaria.
Thank you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nice. We know it's trying to kill it.
All right, here come the circle chains. Get them out of the group.
All's coming.
Right through to the right.
You're not... I don't know. If you're not one of the chains people, try to go through the hole immediately.
Yes, you have to. Like, don't trap people.
Boy.
Traps. Get them out. Watch where you're standing.
Keep going.
Turn to the right. Reposition. Chains. Never mind. Intermission. I lied. Chains out. Here come balls of death. Get ready to damage.
Balls and spikes. Chains, stay back.
Through into the right.
Easily move through.
Traps. Those are
traps.
great trap placements.
Those are
I like
great.
it.
Move, chains, move.
Flawless execution.
Oh, come on.
Slow it down.
Alright,
P.
position. Walls of death and chains. Put her into the right. Traps. Two traps right.
Careful.
3 traps right there.
I'll get it. Don't worry.
Catch up.
Reposition.
Cario's drinking.
Balls and spikes.
We get through, traps to the right. As soon as we go through, traps to the right.
Oh, watch out, the right under the ball.
Somebody's gonna have to do it. Watch it.
I'll get him. Not gonna be enough time.
Yeah, no, we were a little slow on breaking that ball.
40%.
Progress. Until we start getting rages, everybody should really be, when you see the walls coming up, like you see the swirls where the balls are going to start going, just like, I'm going to put a skull on the center one every time, but we really shouldn't need it. The target macro is just like be looking to try and click it yourself. If we get a lot of people on that trying to hit that as soon as possible, that'll just help us out. The faster we do that, the more time we have to spread and get through. And
Is there no way for bigwigs to auto mark people with traps?
we were slow. That one was
No, I wasn't blaming
Nick the
anyone.
ball,
I was just saying, just that it can auto mark people with markers. So when they get traps, because I mean, yeah, I don't think we could take away probably.
I think it's helpful just to leave them out so that we can say, just to remind people which way they should be running if we need to call it out on the fly.
I'm just wondering if like having a marker like on the middle, one from the edge for a hole, may be easy for identifying the orb to kill.
Oh yeah, no, that might also help.
In the middle there.
Let's try that. We'll keep the blue
That's a
one.
pretty
The
good
other
idea.
ones pretty
keep
much.
Orange.
Yeah, we can keep orange, yellow. We pretty much know that's where that's at. The people generally hover around that area.
I mean, we know just to go through the ball and go right, so I don't think we have any need for any directional markers anymore.
Yeah, no. So basically,
I mean, the room's a giant.
That's
We don't
better.
even need blue if you need it.
I don't think we should, but
I don't think like there. I think more like there.
oh, just slightly forward so people can see it after it
But, like the balls are
spawns.
gonna spawn and then they're gonna roll through that marker.
Yeah. So that's fine. So that edge. So people can more easily keep track of that. Because that's really, if I were to say there's one thing right now that we're might be having a little bit of trouble with, is if we can break those faster, especially later on. Until we hit the softened rage, then we can start worrying about damage. But let's get a second cauldron. It's 8:55.
Now, are we having a problem with the chains being able to come through and then go right with the traps and everything as well?
Some people are slow getting through. People need to immediately go through so the people with the chains can.
What's
after.
People with
The-
the,
the
chains
whole-
don't have to go through and go to the right. They can just
that,
stay in
that's
the path
that's
of
that's
the
what I was
bombs.
just about to suggest. Is like they don't even have to move. They just need to create a line and stay back. They're plenty far enough away from the explosion,
Right.
and then we ain't got to worry
Yeah.
about them running over the traps.
That's what I've been doing. I just let them roll past me.
Yeah,
Folks with chains have been doing that the last couple pulls. The
Yeah, just
issue
let-
then is just sometimes traps spawn there and then they have to scoot and then it gets a little wonky. But
So if at the end the people with the chains want to, they can scooch forward and move to the left just so they're not going to knock anybody.
They
who's
could
going
just stay
right.
still. They
Or just stay still.
just stay completely
but
still and let it go past them. They don't have to move.
That is true. They're not.
Because
It's not like
they're
they're
actually
doing anything.
they're actually farther away than the raid is. So I mean, just have them stand in a
And
line.
I don't think it's ever targeted somebody with the chains and the traps at the same time, right? That's not a thing.
No, it's impossible.
All right. Well, we hit 40% last time. I really think if we get through 40%, I mean, would be pretty crazy after that. But we will be getting pretty close to the kill at that point. So, ready, check, and let's get another pull in. There was one really good set of traps. They had them pretty much perfectly lined up. Another one was a little bit scrunched up, but made it work.
Prop, you ready?
Is prop ready?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just
definitely.
slacking.
Definitely saving that roar for that last big run is definitely a good thing.
5, 4,
If you've noticed, they try to bait you to the side and then get you complacent before you do the big run. It's like almost the same pattern every time. Bane's out.
Ooh.
Sorry, I panicked.
I'm just glad you didn't go over.
Watch the balls. Chains go to the side.
Just create a line.
Far to the right.
Watch your step.
Traps.
You look at traps.
Unleash the instrument. Spike death comes for you.
Balls coming.
Unleash the instrument.
Yeah, see what Kaz is doing? That's just perfect. Just stay there the whole time.
All right, reposition. Over to orange.
Insufficient.
People with the circles, watch out. All right, intermission, perfect. Like it.
Welcome to the killing floor. You will make. You fell right into my trap.
Wait, what just hit me? This is a spike here, what the fuck?
Wait. What if I just... Oh, never mind.
Here's the long run.
All right, position at orange.
Unleash the instrument. Spike death comes for you.
Right through into the right.
Step carefully.
Traps, traps, traps. Watch the trap people. Good traps. That was too fast.
Flawless execution.
Yeah, than the tanks.
That's a dead. Just run into the wall.
That was my bad.
I think it's probably safe to
kinda-
let him run a little before we on.
I did kind of have to pop him that fast. Like,
I know it sucks for melee, but the boss hits way too hard if he's on.
Everybody eat the feast. If you're sitting eating, you're ready. Okay.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your screams will echo throughout eternity!
get those out.
Unleash the instrument! Spike death comes for you!
Going to the right.
Unleash the instrument!
Alright, we can reposition on orange.
Watch yourself.
Perhaps.
Perhaps go to the corner.
One.
Unleash the instrument! Spike death comes for you!
Sorry.
Fine. That was fine. Remember, immediately through the hole when you can.
Start for those.
Welcome to the killing floor! You will make excellent victims for my chamber. Your torment will span eternity! Let us see your capacity for pain!
Fame's out.
Yeah, not staying there.
If Shane's trying to get off to the side, you can never be in the middle.
Spike death comes for you!
Through and to the right.
Perhaps hug the balls. Start popping them. Great. Good job.
Spike death comes for you!
Here come balls. Right through and to the right.
Unleash the instrument! Step carefully.
Perhaps. That's gonna be dead. That was a weird overlap. That one we almost
really
have
bad
to.
timing.
That one you almost have to like have some people run. I don't remember that overlap being there last time.
I don't know either. That was weird.
That
The other
happens,
thing
you
we
almost
could
have
do
to go
is
through it.
you guys could try to be aware if you see an overlap like that happening. Forget what we've told you and maybe try to get over the spikes before your trap is about to fall off you. In that
I'm hoping that was a
situation,
fluke. Because
that's good. I mean, that's pretty risky, but if you guys can do it, do you want to be a playmaker?
So just to be sure, on that set right there of traps, Cario, you were hitting salve, irate, you had aura mastery, and we had healing tide totem for that, right?
Yeah.
That one there. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just trying to see if that's enough or not. If we got to move something else to that.
Fight is literally all about popping those traps at the right time.
Yeah.
What's going off first? Are
So,
the
Amrith, that second set of traps after the first intermission, which is traps 3 in total. Use your revival there, right where we died there.
About to use revival and then I died.
Okay.
Well, every time we've gotten there, it hasn't been we've been taking too much damage. It's been like we've been insta dying.
Yeah,
Which is the traps.
Well, I'm just thinking if we overheal it, it might get us through that progress.
That right there was a little bit weird. That said, everybody trying to get the traps, like, in that case, they did get to blue, is where it was. We didn't have any walls coming. Try to get them all over past orange on this side, if you can. Especially if they're going to blue with it. I'll try and call that out a little bit more, but...
I'm going to start devouring at the beginning here, because it'll be back up by that time anyways, and I've just been doing nothing with it.
How did Undergear do so much damage?
4, 3, 2,
Oh, Starfall.
1.
It's padding. Got it. I mean, maximizing his mobility. It's legit. I'll remember that from my parse. Ball's coming.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to you. Don't take it yet.
I haven't knew what happened either, because I was past the balls, but somehow I died.
Traps.
Redo AI when you get a second.
Raid right.
Reposition, reorient.
Can I get mage buff real quick?
Yeah.
Spread out a little traps. Good. Start popping early, Akaz.
Oh.
A chain person.
Oh, dead.
To the right.
Annie. You need
No
to be the last
chains.
one.
It killed me.
Flawless execution. Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you.
You're not actually actively popping Starfall on the grid, are you? It just when you convoke.
I mean, we're moving like.
Oh, I guess we're moving. Yeah.
Come on. Doesn't matter.
Like,
I thought Star Surge was instant.
His boss damage is still relatively high, so.
yeah, the highest boss
Yeah.
parser uses this
No.
spec. It's
I
not.
believe you. Do we have a
I got it.
repair
I got
bot?
it.
We have res, but do we have a repair bot? Because
Yeah, I
need
got one.
I swear to God, I'm not trolling.
Oh no, you're
No, you're
not.
fine.
Your damage is fine. I was just like looking at it. I mean, if you could cleave a ball, like we could just make the boomkins cleave the entire set of things, and then we don't
Delete
have to
the
try
wall,
and thread
yeah,
the.
right?
Gosh, this is council.
Spend the entire, yeah. Let me
Get
go.
more chickens.
Let Arins and I go run absolute corruption. Just the entire wall gets nuked.
I
I
wonder if that
do.
slows him.
I do more damage with Starfall on the orbs than anything else. Like to an individual orb, I mean.
Yeah, you're hitting the
That's
most of
fine.
them.
Um,
It's fine. It's fine. Just, I'm not sure what happened there. Did somebody blocked people from getting through, or people were too slow?
Kenny was not in the back with the chains. Make sure when you get the chains, Kenny, you're back by the edge of the platform. You need to be the last one to go through the hole.
Just go to the side and Night Fair cross.
Everyone's ready.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your screams will echo throughout.
5 can't each.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you. Unleash the instrument. Step carefully.
Wraps to the edge.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes.
Only they could all be like that.
Just delete the shitty spikes. We'll be fine.
Unleash the instrument. Insufficient screening.
Intermission time, spread out.
It loves this combo.
I mean, yeah, you can pretty much always just take that gate on that second to last.
Reposition. Traps hug the balls, spread out. Gotta go as far back as you can.
Turn to the right.
Traps hug the
along the
balls.
wall. Yeah, break it, break it. Through to the right. Traps.
I saw that.
Oh no.
Yeah, everybody ran right over traps there. Come on.
Progress.
After the intermission, every time there's gonna be traps. You guys can't get complacent with it. You gotta keep thinking, okay, if I get a trap, where do I
I don't
go?
have Soulstone.
The card is up. If
Well,
I
that
get a
last one just
trap,
took
where do I
forever.
go? If people have traps, where do I not go to stand on them?
Also, that ball right there, if we break that ball faster, it becomes a whole lot easier. But even if
Very much agreed.
Even if
Oh.
they are almost overlapped, I can make it work. Just people need to not pop them by accident when I'm popping them. Like I can make that work. Oh, can we reset this?
Have to find
Is
out.
there any? I mean, it seems like those two overlaps out there with the balls are the biggest problem because we take so long to get that ball. Can we save one set of cooldowns for each ball so that way we ain't got to worry about traps dropping right as the ball's breaking?
I want a life grip key pusher.
Where you at?
Oh, thank you.
People should try to save a little bit of burst for when you see the balls coming down. Just see the orange swirls instead of unloading a spender into the boss. Stop on the boss for a second and unload that spender into the ball.
Mainly those two sketchy ones.
Yeah, because basically after that you saw it phase.
Yeah.
Make it through that phase, and then we get to the last one, and that's just a lot of damage and repeats what we were doing before. And we have Lust.
We have a lot of people not switching to the balls.
I'll try
Yeah,
and look
40.
during break.
The hunters are like almost soloing it.
And undergeared.
Oh, he's hitting all the balls, right? So I mean that's quintupling his damage.
If
More
we need
than
a
that.
lot more on balls, I can go Destro up. We'll just lose a fair bit of boss damage with that.
No. Stay
Put
what
it in
you are.
perspective, Tier is our 6th highest DPS on the balls, the last pull.
No, everybody should be trying to hit them melee ranged. Everybody. Once we start getting the soft and rage, then I'll start worrying about the damage. But until then, like
The ball
faster
would
we bring those
definitely
balls-
be dying faster if we had less deaths too, right?
Yeah, we did have a couple of deaths earlier on, but still, get that ball dead.
Also, too, a big thing is when you have the chains and traps are going off, use a personal. Normally, you're not going to be in the raid cooldown.
Yeah. So basically, as soon as you see the traps land, like if you have to go bear for them for a second, or
Lucario,
whatever
you
else
ready?
will help you live.
Yeah, I'm just typing. Sorry.
It's all about living
5,
the dream.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Your screams will echo throughout eternity!
Goes out.
Unleash the instrument! Spike death comes for you!
Turn to the right.
Unleash the instrument! Watch your step.
Traps.
Unleash the instrument! Spike death comes for you!
Turn to the right.
The instrument!
Reposition. You don't want to be actually that's phasing anyway. You're right. Doesn't matter. Don't die in this phase. Don't bring shame to your family.
What if Fury had?
Don't bring more.
Oh, Rick.
It should have talked.
Yeah, that's what I get for opening my mouth.
Save the BRS. Don't use it on him. You can sit and think about what he did.
I'm going to.
Let us see your capacity for pain!
Reposition.
The spikes don't even die you. I'd say just almost fucking tank him.
I tried that earlier. It doesn't do much damage.
Not at all.
But I felt bad.
There's a lot less for a druid. If it hits me twice, it almost one-shots me.
Be able to get Elk up.
Turn to the
Get
right.
him. Shit, I'm trying to get him.
Unleash the instrument! Unleash the instrument! Spike death!
Okay, more traps coming. Get ready.
Step carefully.
Turn to the right.
The instrument!
Keep going. Break him.
Flawless execution.
Back to orange. Let's keep practicing it.
Get these balls dead. Turn to the right.
Unleash the instrument!
Watch the traps. Watch your feet. Crom. I saw you break one.
No, that was me.
No, Crom broke one. Maybe he didn't.
Flawless execution.
Oh no, soft and rage.
Yikes.
At least we see. At least we get to see it.
Yikes. We need more deeps. Where's the damage?
It doesn't do much damage.
We need to get him a percent and a half more.
We had one person
You
that
said
died
every
our time.
phase.
I normally sit like third or something on. I've died 30 seconds in, so.
You were the only one. I mean, there was like
Often enraged
4 or 5 people dead at that point.
So he doesn't
You're
get
thinking you can stand in this forever.
I
What
can't
is going on?
move.
You can't move when you can't die.
Chain stun.
Here now, get in.
What is this?
I want
What
out.
is this
I'm
game?
living.
What is this game?
What is this fight, man?
I want to know how you're surviving that many hits. That
It's got to
much.
be physical damage.
It has to
Yeah.
be.
It only hurts tanks if they have the demon.
It says it's physical damage. What do you mean?
That's pretty impressive. Obnoxious, but impressive.
Oh, you guys can see how close we are to the soft enrage if some of you guys die, so...
We won't even be that close, but
No. I mean, we'd be fine. But if people are dead, we won't be fine.
And were any traps thrown out there in that soft enrage?
No.
We only had tanks up though.
No, there were like
Elk died to a spike ball, Fuff died to a spike ball, Garoosh died to a spike ball, the Wow died to a spike ball.
We got a lot of trap damage too, or the spike things. Still.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's us just standing in the fucking spikes. I got spiked, I think, like 2 or 3 times. Timing's bad.
Do those things one shot on Mythic?
If we could get past heroic, I would consider figuring it out.
We're not thinking about that pain yet.
Yeah.
That's when he truly becomes pain.
one more pull and then we'll take a break. We just need to make it to the third phase, and I believe like we have a good shot with Lust with everybody up to just kill it.
Vaz, you need to repair.
It'll be fine.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your screams will echo throughout eternity!
Gilbert, you monkey.
I just moused you over. Sorry, Key Pusher. I'm playing on an 11-inch screen.
On the spikes.
Oh.
Leave him down. Don't res him.
Yeah.
Go into the right.
Unleash the instrument! Step carefully.
Traps to the edge. People move off the traps.
Unleash the instrument! Spike death comes for you! Unleash the instrument!
A little bit.
Get out with that, don't knock people. Fine.
Insufficient screening. I must refine my work.
3 damage.
Spread out. Do the phase. Oh my god.
You will make excellent victims for my chamber. Your torment will span eternity!
That's the wrong one.
Let us see your capacity for pain!
Reagan.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for
Balls.
Unleash the instrument. Flawless execution.
Sorry about the knock.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death
Pump this ball.
Watch your step.
GS on Tizzy.
Insufficient screening.
Oh, hey, we made it to the next intermission.
Where the fuck are all these chains coming from?
Oh.
These are a lot faster.
Well, progress.
Yeah, keep going. Just keep going with it.
You have a res.
I think we need to get
Yeah,
Goldbrick
see
up.
if the tanks
Goldbrick,
survive.
get
The
Goldbrick.
tanks. No. Stop.
No.
Don't call Goldbrick. What are you talking about?
What,
Thank you. Wait for the phase, and then I'm gonna take this res.
Alright.
So we had lust right here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep,
Yep.
lust here.
I did.
Chains, get to the good point.
You should
Don't
have
be
your
by-
3 minutes back up at this point, DPS.
Unleash the instrument.
If you saved him.
Spiked death comes for you.
This chain's empowered or something? Is that why everyone's dying?
Unleash the instrument. Flawless execution.
Dual blade scythe.
Yeah, all it does is it basically does the same thing except it takes away the two
You know it's coming for us.
two things at the edge.
31%.
With everybody up, we'll be closer. But no, the third phase is basically a repeat of the second phase. It's nothing to be too afraid of. We just need people to be alive going into it.
Yeah, the burn damage didn't seem too crazy.
If we have everybody up, it'll just be faster through the wall, faster on the boss, faster everything. It's just going to be more damage that the healers have to heal through.
We lost a lot of people to the flame circle.
Yeah, they probably
Sure
weren't
did.
expecting it for the since the phase seemed to be happening when other stuff was going on, but.
And then black flames, what is that?
Tank dot.
Were we taking
breaking?
no or not?
Yeah, let's break.
Yeah, break.
I'm gonna figure out how to see this in logs.
Progress is progress. So you get there with everybody up, and then it'll be GG.
I return. A second chance to carve your skull.
Now you have the buff, Lucario. Don't die again.
The buff.
Don't eat, you fool.
Yeah. You get more int from the Druid B-Res. It's like insurance. When you int, they give you some int.
Ah.
Huh? If you jump into the lava every pull, I promise to battle res you. Every pull.
I don't know. That might look bad on my performance as a raider.
It's faster than the food buff anyway.
So what you're saying is we do 20 druids and we just cycle 10 each pull.
Holy shit.
We have 4 druids, we could cycle 4. Oh.
F.
Oh.
That's such a good roll, too. It does the same thing. Although mine was 142. Damn.
Never wins a 50-50.
Nope.
He's still going. All right.
I know you guys don't believe me that I have the highest boss damage spec. But it is.
You are doing more boss damage than a lot of other people, so. I just wish you did more AoE damage so you could just clear all the freaking balls. Jesus.
Hey, blame Kenny for not using the right spec.
Clearly the answer is we need more chickens. If all non-essential raid buffs aren't chickens, we can't clear the orbs.
Up,
Guess
I win.
Grush is tanking then.
I rolled
we need
117.
like 17, 18 chickens.
Damn, can't even win a 1v3.
You want to see the real, let's see if I can figure it out here. Here's the breakdown of the damage to the ball overall.
The actual one that's killed?
Yeah.
Or are you thinking overall?
I'm looking overall on the one that's marked skull. Nah, I'm looking at the one that gets marked skull. Because I can do that.
Smart.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Where is that? What are you doing?
You're doing good, Akaz.
Where are
Kaz
you
is
linking it
top.
now?
Fuff is second.
It's in chat.
It's in raid chat
raid
in
chat.
game.
Kazi. That mage damage.
Yeah, no, it's really easy if you just kill it.
That's on the orb?
It's on
That's on the
anything
one
that's
that we're
marked
breaking
skull.
through.
So yeah, the ball, ideally.
Anything that's marked skull, because I accidentally hit something with the skull before, but
I'm starting to feel bad, man.
It's probably, I mean, there's probably a little bit of slippage, but I mean, that's probably pretty indicative, right?
I could probably find on here. Let me do some.
Well, especially when it, falls down so much by number 10, that's probably pretty accurate for the first 10 rankings, even if it was elsewhere for like 10 seconds.
Like ball.
Oh,
Now to see who's
figured
stepped in
I'd
the
be
most
higher.
traps. How do we figure that one out? Let's look at debuffs.
Like ball 1.
Flamed clasp trap. Hello?
Doesn't seem like a correct total for that one ball.
There's the most people who have been hit, but that's not indicative.
What do you want on agility?
Agility.
I can't feel. Son of a bitch, it's pissing me off.
Where's Fel when we need him?
I know. So you can fucking single out some of you guys so I can yell at you. At least figure out who is Zug stepping on the traps.
I mean, that would technically that would always be an orc, right?
I'm sure I could figure that out, but I don't know how to get it so that it's just the same spike ball, but spike ball number group 6.
Well, the problem is the trap when you step on it, it hits everybody.
Correct. It does damage to everyone. So that's why I'm trying to figure out specifically who's stepped on it.
You'd probably have to make a note of the time logs, then go to the replays, and then see who's crossing over. Like, you could do it, it would just be a lot of hassle. But that might be the easiest way to do it.
Or you can watch replays of somebody streaming or something.
I'm not sure how accurate this is. I feel like this must be accurate to the actual one we end up killing. But for all attempts so far, this is what I have for the damage to it. I'm going to put it in raid chat. Like, just this is all the balls damage. The ones that we're trying to kill.
That's what I show as well. I
So
saw that
those
screen.
who are a little bit lower, try to do a little bit more damage to it.
Yeah, there's got to be some way to figure out how to do this.
Yeah, I think probably logs,
There's
and then
some way to
Warcraft logs
trigger.
replays on a second screener, you know, just this right-hand side, because that way you can just match the timestamps super easily. Or like Booty said, you could go for the video stream if it's unclear, but
Yeah,
you probably just spend more time scrubbing.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
People know they're not supposed to pop them. They should move away from the traps. They should look for people with their arrows over their heads. And
Trying to see who's like a repeat offender so we could try setting them and see what that does.
Wait.
Yeah, Booty. All right, do you need a sum too?
Yes. Thank you.
Amrith, you're just getting cleaned up.
Have you never been to one of our raids before?
Not against Amherst. I win against everyone else. I win against everyone who isn't Amherst.
Alright, let's get a feast out. Oh. Don't worry about it. All food. It's fine. Alright, let's do this. Alright, everybody's refreshed. We know what we're doing. Just remember, when you get through the hole in the ball wall, make sure to spread out with the traps. Try to get them as far away from where the tanks are going as you can. Akaz, try to be really quick on popping them.
Yeah,
Trap,
I'm trying to pop them so then the
trap 1, 2.
Basically, what I'm trying to do is set it up so I pop 2 of them and then the spikes pop the other. Unless you want me to try and pop them all back to back. But,
I'd say look at raid health. You know what I mean? If people are,
I think don't worry about our health. Like we could easily overheal this shit. It's more a matter of like the incidental is where a person gets hit by the spikes and one gets popped, but that's on that person, right? We can almost cover those kind of fuck ups, but it's like I think the bigger factor that's wiping us more is that the traps. You know, I think you're getting the first one really fast, but then the second one there's a little bit of a pause. I think we just got to go trap 1, 2, trap 1, 2, trap 1, 2, come hell or high water.
I agree.
Right? Like we just got to get the traps dead. We have oodles of fucking healing. Like none of us are breaking like really 6k most of the time. And like I know for a fact that every one of us can break 11k if need be.
Undergear, you around?
Yeah, I'm
he
here.
said he was ready. So did
Oh, you did?
Arun.
All right. Oh, never mind. Ignore that. This will be the poll. This is the timer for it.
Stay clean with your chains, DPS, especially
4,
ranged.
3, 2, 1.
Your screams will echo throughout eternity.
I want to kill this before they nerf it.
What, bragging rights?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I do. We can do this. Ball's coming.
Unleash the instrument.
Pick them traps, get them out.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you. Unleash the instrument. Insufficient screaming. I must refine my work. Welcome to
Watch your feet, don't die this phase. Like, seriously.
There should literally be almost
Don't
0
stay
damage
clumped,
going out
stay
here.
spread out. Don't clump up.
your torment will span eternity. Let us see your capacity for pain. Lay them on! No excuses! No mercy! No rest! Unleash the instrument! Spiked death comes for you!
Pop them. Keep. Oh.
Just wipe, reset that.
We get one when we saw the debuff. Is that what happened?
Oh, elk DC'd.
No. The damage and then.
Look at him running.
Do we have a B-res out or anything? Soulstone?
Smurn should be.
I do not have.
God, it's gonna kill me.
I got one.
Your screams will echo throughout eternity.
I somehow lived. Amazing.
Wow.
Boss can't kill me.
I think our damage is slowly moving up that phase. Not that it really matter too much.
Yeah.
Very long sub of mine.
Lucario, jump in the lava.
That was easy.
It's kind of funny though. You get to that first intermission phase and like, you know, third through whatever DPS is like a solid wall, and then it's just Kenny and undergeared like an extra 25%. I know they're playing it right. It's just kind of funny to look at.
Armor kit should be expiring.
Yep, check that, re-up that.
Can you finally fix his spec?
Oil.
Fuck it.
Not padding, it's literally the top boss damage. It's the top boss damage spec.
It's because
Look
it
at that
cleaves all
boss
the balls. Yeah.
We can't leave the room.
I don't know why, but we are trapped in here.
He's trapped in here with us.
I don't think that's the case. Watch them be implementing changes to it right now.
I have to imagine they probably will by next week.
Nerf the speed.
Or the week after.
They'd better do it by Thursday.
I could see spike speed or trap damage getting nerfed.
Yeah, probably
Spike speed would be the determining thing, so you'd still have all the mechanics, but they'd be a little bit more attainable.
Yeah.
If they slowed spike speed, you could just stand at the front and dodge them by stepping back and forth.
I would like to point out, if they did slow the spike speed, it would probably screw us over more than anything else, because there's a couple phases where we're running with the spikes back with the balls, and if they're slower...
What's up?
Slacking GM.
3, 2.
I had it.
Your screams will echo throughout eternity.
Alright, let's kill this thing. Do it clean. Do it right.
Chains out.
Chains out.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you.
Hot fixes.
Seriously?
Yep.
No nerfs.
Position, traps.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you.
Wall.
Unleash the instrument. Insufficient screening. Welcome to the killing floor.
know if this is a great time to be channeling Symbol of Hope.
Yeah. I'll soul stone once I
Yeah,
finish this.
wait for the phase.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
waiting.
do
I'm
it
waiting.
yet.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you.
Remember, traps coming.
Step carefully. Unleash the instrument.
Breaking.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you. You fell right in my trap.
The fuck.
Step carefully.
That's weird.
Unleash the instrument. You fell right into my trap.
Oh, that's a bug.
The instrument.
LTC'd again.
Right into my trap. Spiked death comes for you.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Watch your step.
Wait, Tyr can go around it like that? What the?
Did he jump off and jump back on? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yes, that's not supposed to work.
Jump off.
If you jump off at all, it's supposed to like fill the platform with spikes, as how it was during PTR after the first day.
They probably want people to test the fight.
So, the spikes definitely bugged out for me. I got hit by the spikes, but it hit me 3 times for 16,000, all within 0 seconds of one another. They were all instantaneous.
Well, it just happens if you're on a square that 3 spikes are like you can be on 3
I was not.
at once.
I was not. I think it had something to do with me being in tree form. I'm not going to test it again, but... Did Garoosh DC? I'm sorry, did Elk DC?
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, is anyone else's pets taking like random damage throughout all of this? Like even before pull? Okay, mine will keep going from like 95 to 100. Not this instant, but yeah, it's been randomly happening where like before pull it'll just take some damage every now and again. Which isn't, you know, it doesn't matter for anything. It was weird.
So one less healer, so avoid more shit. Not sure if you need to fill key pusher, not anything tier, but if there's anything too special.
Just go to a corner.
Go to the corner when you get the buff.
You saw what Alk was doing.
Get the little dunce camp and go to the corner.
No, don't DC. We don't want him to DC.
Okay,
I
yeah,
got it.
Like,
do everything but that.
How many stacks do you taunt swapped here?
you swap when he unleashes the instrument.
Perfect. Easy.
But you don't do it as soon when he says it. You do it like a little after.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When he starts the cast, that's when you because if you he'll just hit you for like.
I gotcha.
But yeah, start with the boss. So I don't do any new learning.
Not sure if his health dropped or at all yet, or if health body's still in here. But
we're at 21.
we are. All right, perfect.
Fuck is my hand? Oh, it is. It's in the feast. I put a repair hammer inside the feast if anyone needs it. Everybody use it.
That's
It's
where
really
I like
fucking
to put the
toxic.
repair
But
hammer.
there you go.
So it's an all-in-one table.
That's right.
Oh,
okay.
no. You said it.
Prop. What are you doing?
Prop.
I'm gonna hold my insanity as I'm on target again.
You do that a lot. I think you just don't need to hold your sanity.
Yeah, believe me. Your damage is not gonna make or break this fight.
50 DKP.
Prop, you didn't build up full sanity when that thing got pulled.
It resets at 30 when you pull, so 30 is full insanity.
All right, so we're gonna be looking at who's dying a lot and all that stuff, and I'm gonna just start dropping people a little bit because now we're 5 healing.
We need to slim the raid down. We're trimming the fat.
So Torin first.
I don't know.
I mean, it seems like the bears are pretty beefy.
We got rid of one of them.
I mean, Dead Holy Priest, who him during spikes.
Hey, that was
pretty
a
low
symbol
on the
of
list
hope.
right now.
That was a symbol of hope, sir.
Whatever.
Looks like everybody's ready.
I'm starting on it.
Hunter, how do you have the steak if you're the chicken?
Watch how much damage I now do with this 30 insanity now, though.
3,
Yeah, okay.
1.
I'm a Tauren too.
Ah, okay.
Move it over. What are you doing?
I'm not set as a tank, so my things are a little bit set up here. It's alright. Fix it after this.
Go to the corner.
That burst like 14k, that's not.
Traps.
Uh,
I'll make it work. It's fine.
Yeah, you gotta pop them quick.
Oh, that's fine. Turn to the right.
Insufficient screening. I must refine my work.
Dodge.
To the killing floor. You will make excellent victims for my chamber. Your torment will span eternity. Let us see your capacity for pain.
It's a lot less scary when you're a tank.
Position. Chains out.
Run them, everything coming.
Spiked death comes for you.
Ruin to the right. Traps to the right. Follow the balls. Position.
Flawless execution. Spike death comes for you.
Turn to the right. Traps to the right. Watch your feet.
Ooh.
Going over here. 100 people over by that corner.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Oh.
Yeah, it happens when he fades.
And dodge the spikes.
That was a terrible face timing.
Yeah.
It's off on the right.
I'll try and pay attention to the health and call it better.
Did we push it faster than normal?
Yeah, well, we're...
We dropped a healer, so yeah.
Drop the healer, drop the tank.
Well, you're supposed to go with this tank, so we basically just dropped a healer, but yeah.
Does it clear the tank so we do that? Get up a healer if you can. Put back in position.
This is where we lost.
That's not the
Yeah.
boss.
Chains out. Potions, all that good stuff. Spikes. Kill the center one.
Okay on those. Don't worry about me.
Everybody, Lucario.
Traps go to the right.
I got this one right here, just watch it.
Hemming.
If anybody has anybody, throw on Amaranth.
Reposition.
Any
Props,
personals?
need to move.
Personals.
My health's done, I'm fine.
Oh shit.
Balls. Whatever they implemented must have just gone into effect.
It's gonna be bad.
It's bad.
You're slow on that. They might have a couple dead, but...
Alright, 12%, we're doing it.
Yeah, we can definitely do it.
They must have just tuned something and it must have just went into this pull.
Oh, none of the hotfixes affected this.
No, yeah, none of the hotfixes are for. It's all Fate Scribe and beyond.
Yeah, I think it's the scaling, man.
I think it's the extra DPS, maybe.
It could be the
Yeah.
scaling.
No,
Could be
it's the
scaling down
I
to
said the scaling is
21.
really weird for heroic.
Alright,
Right.
our next person who dies to an avoidable mechanic early is sitting. Boom.
The only difference was I pulled the boss and got my extra 15 insanity.
That's totally it.
Look at that boss damage, dude. It was all the insanity.
I am
no.
popping...
A rune?
It was brought to my attention, but no, I am popping the the trap slightly differently to let the kind of spikes automatically go for it, or pop them for me once I get the first two. Generally, I mean, if they're in bad positions, I'll pop more, but that also seems to spread out the damage a little more. Not sure if the healers like that more or not, but I feel like we have less deaths.
Give me 1 second. Can you set me? Let me set myself as a tank. I am a tank. Set tiers tank.
I am a tank.
I am a tank.
Just keep on telling yourself that. Just, I am the tank. Just psych yourself up. Just, I am the tank.
Alright, let me get a better trinket on too. I got an AoE trinket on.
Do you get less bombs with less people?
I got 233 Cabalist, but I don't think we're using those anymore.
Trinket shit set up here. Bear with me. Alright. Get Noel in here. Let's put Kenny over there. Get Reno with me. Get Zeld with me. Boom. Alright, let's go. It dies right here.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your screams will echo throughout eternity!
Out with chains.
Unleash the instrument! Spiked death comes for you!
Those pains just fucking disappear. Oh, the spikes? What?
They don't go out this
Oh,
turn.
it's phase 1. Okay, that makes sense.
They're the X mark, which you don't really care about the entire time.
Watch your step.
Traps.
Traps.
Unleash the instrument! Spiked death comes for you! Unleash the instrument! Insufficient strength.
Using.
Welcome to the killing floor.
Shit.
You will make excellent victims for my chamber.
By the way, on this, if you have to choose between spikes and fire, choose spikes.
Yeah. You can defensive the spikes, you'll be okay.
Fire hurts.
Let us see your capacity for pain. Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you. Step carefully. Unleash the instrument.
I'm gonna go start breaking traps in a second, so everybody just watch.
You fell right into my trap. Unleash the instrument.
Oh.
Oh,
that was
sorry.
bad.
I'm so bad. I'm really sorry. Oh my god.
Wipe it.
I literally
just murdered everybody.
Yeah.
You went right to the center there, dude.
I wanted to avoid the.
Oh no, I know what you were trying to do, but
I don't actually even know what happened.
I was trying to avoid the big tank thing, so I wild charged right into the middle of the group.
yeah,
the
directly
The
in the
chain.
circle
middle.
with the chain, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, if there's no balls going out at the time, they're probably going to blue. But even if you do that, just run. You're probably not gonna die. If you have to go bear form, like that's probably a better bet. Go bear form, pop a defensive.
Yeah.
As long as you're not like within that quarter quadrant, you're fine. We got this. We had a 10% wipe. We had a couple people down.
Five, four,
Let's see, Booty Clapper MD and me in a while.
1.
She's too busy MDing me.
Game's out. Don't stack.
What the
Damn
fuck?
good fuck.
It's another double spike that hit me for 46k. I'll take it after the balls.
You have to stand in the Nova Square and then not.
Unleash the instrument. Watch your step.
Basically, don't run back too early. Good
Yeah.
position. Traps, don't hit traps, don't hit traps, don't hit traps. Watch traps.
Unleash the instrument.
Make sure I have my. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay.
Spike death comes for you.
Through into the right.
Unleash the instrument.
Reposition, come back towards orange.
Insufficient screening.
Dodge, dodge. Just be moving now. Your best bet.
You give me a fort, Lucario.
Got it.
I'll Shadow Priest do it. I don't use mana, but yeah.
I don't want to disrupt your insanity.
That's true. I'm power word shielding for insanity here. I can't use my mana on that shit.
Your torment will span eternity.
I only got to 61 now because I used fort.
Let us see your capacity for pain.
Hands out.
Unleash the instrument. Spike death comes for you.
Break this quick. Through into the right.
Step carefully.
Traps to the right.
Unleash the
You're
instrument.
gonna die. Probably.
Innervate me, Kenny.
I dropped the spike as far to the right as I could. Trap.
Flawless execution. Unleash the instrument.
We didn't move in time. I should have called resistance sooner. Just die. We're not gonna do it down this many people. We're getting to the point where if we have this many dead before the last phase, it's what quick wipes. Everybody knows what they're doing.
Unleash the instrument. Your
I'll try and call repositions more often. You definitely don't want to be in the same quadrant as the tank.
I'm gonna have to die. Someone arrest me.
What, somebody lost?
No, I popped the symbol of hope instead of res. Oh, apparently it doesn't reset it. Oh well.
You should try and dying again.
Don't tip me.
A few more times for cathartic effect. Get the pull count to something high enough.
Check your armor kits. Mina, you ready? Buff, you ready?
5,
Better be.
4, 3, 2,
Do it live.
1.
Your screams will echo throughout eternity.
Yeah, actually, though, with all the quotes you have in there, how did like Bill O'Reilly not make it into that list?
Focus.
Yes.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you. Unleash the instrument.
What the fuck? There we go. Sorry about that.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you.
I like how quickly these spike balls are dying, guys. Keep it up. I did not like that.
You want Garush up or no?
Gotta save the roars for the hard ones.
Your torment will span eternity. Let us see your capacity for pain. Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you.
Turn to the right. Drop traps.
Unleash the instrument.
Need a trap. Okay.
Oh shit, I just fucked that up. Rare people.
I'm going to this corner.
You literally.
Yeah, now I know. I tried to get out of the group.
Raid me coming.
Traps are in your range.
I popped that too soon. I fucked up that bolt so hard. Sorry, guys.
All good.
We still love you.
I fucked up one thing and then I spazzed out and fucked up another thing.
I do like how you beat me to death.
Yeah, you chased him.
I try to. I get hit once. I run away, and then you chase my ass down.
Honestly,
like,
you need to have a brighter transmog or be a larger character. I did not see you at all.
You were chasing him down. I thought it was on purpose.
Scratch that one. That was really bad. All jokes aside, I fucked up. Don't do
either way,
it happens. It happens.
Everyone's getting cleaner with the spikes. It's getting cleaner, so it's all good.
Tears watching me do donkey shit. So I mean, I can't talk.
Get myself riled up. All right, gonna do this perfectly. Nobody puts Beige in the corner though. Just Beige.
Wah.
5.
The first to admit my mistakes, and they are numerous and frequent.
CDs aren't up, that sucks.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter.
I'm gonna try to get better melee about facing him the right way. I apologize.
Make up for our I'll blow up this thing. Turn to the right.
Watch your step. Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you. Unleash the instrument.
Reposition.
Insufficient screen.
Permission.
Permission.
Find my work. Welcome
Beat.
to the killing floor. You will make excellent victims for my chamber.
Ready for the hard one.
Your torment will span eternity.
Use movement shit.
Let us see your capacity for pain.
Position.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you.
Turn to the right.
Watch your step.
Traps.
Unleash the instrument.
Trap in the center. Be ready. And spike.
Yeah, I got a triple spike. What the hell's that?
You gotta make sure you're not on a crack on the spikes. You gotta stand still when they come out. I've had that happen to me. Seems weird.
Turn to the right.
Watch the traps. Don't walk on them. Careful, careful.
Somebody ran on him.
Big healing cooldown.
Just wipe. We have too many dead.
Yeah.
Somebody ran on the front one. Watch your feet, guys. Other than that, really good placement on those traps. I like that.
Getting better.
Your suffering has only begun.
Under good prop.
What?
You didn't res right away.
Oh.
Wasn't sure if you were AFK because you thought we were going still.
Saying they should buff Priest.
Trade me, Kenny. Fitness.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your screams will echo throughout eternity.
Out.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you.
Turn to the right.
Unleash the instrument.
Save me on purpose.
Reposition. Chains people. Get out of here.
Traps.
Oh, our traps are in weird places.
Alright, I'm going for the ones closer to where
Yeah,
the
get them
things
close.
go.
Get them quick. Let that fall off and get that one.
I'm fine. Just
Nice block. Tried hard to get you.
oh no, I wasn't worried. I planned on using the block.
Unleash the instrument.
Comes a break. There we go, trap. Reposition. Reposition, guys. Oh,
Intermission. Yeah.
I always call that, but better to be in the habit, I guess.
Well, I mean, int tool. Need it.
You might intermission position.
Just a toss up whether if I'm calling it, it's the intermission or the other thing. So I mean, you have to just guess.
Your torment will span eternity.
Well, okay. Did you guys memorize the pattern?
Yeah.
Positions. Traps out or chains.
Trying to innervate me, Kenny.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you.
Oh, guys.
Chains, go to the back.
Yeah, chains just killed me.
Let's jump off.
Like
All I
what?
can do is 2 down. Yeah, chains want to be on the edges and back pretty much at all times.
You felt your suffering has only begun.
If somebody doesn't for some reason move towards the middle, like that's also, I know sometimes if I have chains in the back, people aren't like kind of trying to stack over by the boss. People responsibility to stack by the boss, while the people with the chains just have the outside edge to play with. So To beware, if you're just standing there casting, they're trying to move around you and weave in and out. That's not good for them, not good for you, not good for the raid.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beat me, booty.
Queen's out.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you.
Right.
Unleash the instrument.
Reposition.
Watch your step.
Flame traps. Watch flame traps. A couple of them are in weird spots.
Flawless execution. Unleash
Get her up if you can.
What is it?
Spiked death comes for you.
Right to the right. How'd Goldberg die?
I was slightly too far to the right, hit ball.
Sure you wipe.
No, keep going.
Welcome to the killing floor. You will make excellent victims for my chamber. Your torment will span eternity. Let us see your capacity for pain.
Reposition.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you.
To the right.
Watch your step.
Traps.
Unleash the instrument. Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you.
Watch the traps. Don't stack on the traps. Spread out with them. Careful. Oh.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for
That's
you.
gonna be a wipe. Jump off.
Flawless execution. Watch your step. Unleash the instrument.
The 40% mark is a fucking bitch.
Yeah.
I think the last part's worse though.
It is.
It's like, so we want to do 60 to 40%, so it's 20% versus 40% with loss. It's probably still like a slightly longer phase maybe with the burn.
It's gonna be harder because the ticking dots mean the healers are gonna have less wiggle room for people to survive mechanics.
Likewise alone, I think it might be slightly longer, plus we're taking more damage, so that's going to be pretty rough. Like the end of it's probably going to be super sketchy, people bleeding out.
So we are trying to go fast, but just keep in mind some people might not ready up if they don't have cooldowns ready. Beige.
My students aren't ready. Okay, they're on like 15 now, I'm ready.
Enough games!
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your screams will echo throughout eternity!
I forgot to.
Unleash the instrument! Spiked death comes for you!
Bring to the right.
Unleash the instrument! Watch your step.
Reposition. Change people reposition unless you want to get. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter right now, but next phase that would have been a bad spot.
Spiked death comes for you! Unleash the instrument! Insufficient screen.
Phasing.
I must refine my welcome to the killing floor. You will make excellent victims for my chamber. Your torment will span eternity! Let us see your capacity for herald of the end. You bend to my will.
Fans out.
Wow.
Unleash the instrument! Spiked death comes for you! Watch your
Up traps right. Don't hit traps if you're not supposed to. Watch for feet.
I'm going to orange. Stay away from orange.
Spiked death comes for you! Unleash the instrument!
To the right.
Watch your step.
Playing traps.
Back.
It's gonna have to be quick. Oh, this is freaking. What is this?
That was a really bad overlap.
I don't understand. Like, I feel like we didn't get that overlap a couple times.
That's like the second time we've gotten that kind of overlap, so it's not consistent at all.
It must have something to do with how quickly you push them or something, I'm guessing, but... Oh, maybe we want to beat those traps.
Oh, should I
Maybe
release?
that's the
Sorry.
DPS check.
We're pretty consistent on our push timer, within like 5 seconds every time.
I mean, if we see that one coming, yeah, never mind.
We have another repair bot somewhere.
Nothing behind.
Here.
Jesus up there. All right.
Sorry, I just
I'll try and pay
released.
attention and call that. I'll try and pay attention to call that. I guess maybe worst case scenario, try and pump a little more than. Not that I'm doing a lot of damage, but try and focus more on boss damage there until we need to break those roly polies.
Tell me when you're ready, Booty.
You got a
Yeah, I'm trying to get there.
Oh, we need a summon. Yeah, do we have a warlock?
Going down. Sorry, Booty's covered by Discord overlay for me right now, so missed that he wasn't highlighted.
Oh, I ran back. Do you mind rebuffing on me?
So tomorrow we might drop it a little bit lower, but or we just kill this now, which would be great.
Enough games. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your screams will echo throughout eternity.
First.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you. Unleash the instrument. Watch your step. Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you. Unleash
Turn to the right.
instrument. Insufficient screening. I must refine my work. Welcome to the killing floor.
Watch your feet. Careful. Sorry. Remember, we don't have time for the spikes. Run backwards.
Your torment will span eternity. You bend to my will. Let us see your capacity. You are mine. I am the herald
Position.
of the end.
Kane's out.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you.
Turn to the right. Traps.
The instrument.
Don't step on the traps.
Flawless execution.
position. People with chains, watch your position. Pop cooldown if you need to.
There's some panic spamming.
Turn to the right.
Just in the traps. Go back to the balls, all the way back. This is really bad overlap with the spikes. Yep. Maybe we should have had him run forward there. Fuck.
Yeah, probably. I think that one, that's the one we just need to have them probably run forward
in
to.
front of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb, but.
That's the one where you have him jump off the edge.
No, we don't want everybody to die.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
that did happen again. How close are we to phasing them?
44%. Yeah.
44. So it's gonna. It seems like it's gonna happen every time. I'll try and keep a track on that set of traps. That's the what, fourth?
It's the third.
So third set of traps. Let's try to remember everybody, right? Because the traps could come on any of you.
Is there at least like 2 people make a class? It should be doable.
Try to eyeball it and try to just get across the spikes.
Yeah, as long as 2 people make it across, it should be doable. I'll focus on popping the one that the thing's gonna pop regardless, but that's just obnoxious.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. It hasn't really been an issue for us all night, but it's like now.
If you run it forward, wouldn't it be easier to drop it on the line so it's easier to pop?
Basically, most of the ones you can't because the tank's dropping the thing at pretty much the same time the traps are dropping. In that case right there for that last one, the things were dropping a little bit after the tanks dropped theirs. So basically I have less time to pop them. And like there's basically not enough time. So just on that set, we need to plan
Just
on...
get them across the spikes, right?
Yeah.
I was tapped out. I was literally tapped out. I was in another game, hit 6 in that game, and somehow tagged the boss.
Why are you in another game while you're raiding?
Because I was waiting for the pull, you mean?
Yeah, well, don't miss pull. It's the second strike.
You bend to my will.
Wait, nobody got cooldowns off, or did they? I'm not sure. It shouldn't really matter. Just pretend your cooldowns the first phase were used if they were, because first phase damage doesn't really matter.
Yeah, more pre-insanity if you're only playing one game.
I bet it was RuneScape.
4, 3.
Alright, I'll let you hush. Focus.
1.
Your screams will echo throughout eternity.
Oh, Cast Stones Peanut Gallery.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you. Unleash the instrument.
Reposition.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you. Your soul shall burn.
Game's out.
Unleash the instrument. Spiked death comes for you.
Turn to the right.
No, fuck. I'm gonna need big cooldowns.
Don't touch traps unless you're supposed to.
It's a big dot on me. Guys are gonna have to really out heal me. Got 8 more seconds, a big dot. Alright, good job, healers.
Next set of bombs is going to be the third.
Okay, so everybody keep an eye on these traps. Going to orange. Okay, if you get traps now, look where you need to go with them. Try to make it across the sky. Oh, okay. Perfect. That's good, that's good.
Innervate mechanics.
Next set of traps, same thing.
These SWAT set of traps are gonna.
They're in a
good.
bad
They're
spot.
Good. Oh, that's a bad spot with the freaking thing. Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, I didn't get out quickly enough.
We took too long.
We were down a couple DPS. All right, 11 o'clock tomorrow. It's not mandatory. All those who can come. We'll probably trim it down to a little bit more to get this boss dead. I mean, they really have this raid kind of overtuned, from what I understand. I thought after the first one they would kind of figure that out, but apparently they didn't. So I would be happy if we could get all the way to KT, get KT dead, and unless they nerf Sylvanas quite a bit, we might end up getting KT dead. And then for those of you who haven't done normal on Saturday, do that. But hopefully we can get this dead and all the way up through that. Kind of crazy, but. On that, we started making pretty good progress. I'm not sure exactly what causes those weird overlaps. If it just be a lot more damage to get it dead faster, or what the deal is, but
We got him down to 11% at best.
I think it was 13.
It's 11. I'm looking
It was
at the
11?
log.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
We had just crossed the almost 7-minute mark at that point. Wow. Alright, good work. The next time we do this, it'll probably fall over. I assume they're going to do some kind of tuning. We'll see.
Well, are we doing it tomorrow?
Yeah.
I think we're essentially raiding through what, Sunday?
We're raiding till it's dead.
I agree.
But yeah, normal raid time tomorrow. Show up. It's optional, so obviously if you have obligations, it won't be held against you if you don't attend. We would, however, love to see everybody there. Continue to do your Korthia crap. Most importantly, make sure you get a key done for the vault this week. It's going to be your best source of loot. I'm going to eat my salad.
Has that poor salad been sitting there since 8 o'clock?
Yep.
Oof.
So wait, we're still doing heroic tomorrow, continuing?
Yeah.
Yes. Cool.
We're continuing heroic tomorrow. Maybe Friday? Definitely Saturday. And depending on interest, possibly Sunday if we still haven't cleared heroic by Sunday.
Yeah, we
All
could try
days
that.
from this point onward are optional, so don't feel that you guys need to be coming, but I will be ninjaing the lockout. Continuing to progress through the raid.
So can we continue on into Mythic? You trying to raid every day optional after that, or are we saving lockout for everyone at that point? Actually, we probably get 20 people raid.
I think our plan was to try to get AOTC as quickly as possible for the guild.
Yeah, it is.
So you don't, that's not a thing for Mythic then, where if 20 people showed up on a Wednesday, we keep going.
Well, Mythic opens next week, so I mean,
Yeah,
plan is
Mythic.
we're going into Mythic on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Right.
No, we're not. We're not adding extra mythic days, is what your answer is.
Oh,
No.
A, you're not going to be able to find mythic horde pugs on Dalaran of any quality, and B, yeah.
No, this is we're not forcing you guys to do extra days for Mythic raiding now. I mean, this guild is a 6-hour a week Mythic guild. Overall, we got farther than I thought we would. That was pretty good.
We started getting there. I mean, we're definitely, if for whatever reason you were having trouble with things and dying a lot, we're probably going to sit you tomorrow depending on what we have. Just because we're trying to get through that. Once we get through that, I think the Guardians shouldn't be too terrible, because that's the DVS check. The mechanics are pretty simple on that. Fate Scribe, kind of the same deal. That's just the mechanic. People need to pay attention to what they're doing. Hopefully there's a Wegar out there. We'll figure out what's going on with that. But
What time Friday does the assault reset?
Probably daily reset at 11.
No, it's in the evening. I know that. I
I
just
think it's
wasn't sure if it
11.
was like, is it
I think
11
it's 10 or
Eastern?
11 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't
Wait,
sure
10 or
which
11
between them.
p.m. I'm getting that
Yeah.
fucking mount with you guys if you guys are down.
Looks like it's going to be 10. The assault says it has 1 day, 23 hours left.
Awesome, thank you.
What mount?
The golden hand mount. The last key you need is time gated to the Necrolord assault on Friday.
And Beach, I do have videos if you need them, but I'm pretty sure you already got them.
What you got?
The raid videos.
He's just trying to eat a salad.
Yeah, I think we.
No,
I think
no,
it finally sunk in. People weren't really stepping on the traps at the end there.
yeah, that was improvement. They weren't really stepping on the traps. We just there seemed to be a couple pulls where we didn't have that really stupid weird overlap, and then some other pulls we got jacked up. I think
the hammer throws are timed, right?
everything's supposed to be
They're 20
relatively
seconds
timed.
apart.
Everything's supposed to be relatively timed.
I mean,
but
that could be it.
it
20-second difference in phasing at several points.
Could be.
Like, most of our pulls, at least for the first half until break, were roughly phasing around like 148 to 152, but we had a couple that we phased like 130.
Most of them were starting to run away before 130 because I can't get 2 trinkets in, which is the 130 cooldown. I've never been able to get it on like the last pull since we swapped out the healer.
We were phasing it faster when I went tank, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had one less.
When we had Elk and we were 6 healing, I could occasionally get off a second Tyrant P1, which comes up about 125-ish. But I started holding it because it would have been wasted after the swap.
All of our phases after you switch were like 120 to 135.
All right, well, that's it for me. Night, folks. Catch y'all later.
Night.
Yeah.
Who wants to do a 16 halls? Super fun.
What do
I
y'all
can't
need?
tonight. I will this weekend. I'll do it done.
Yeah, same.
What'd you
Y'all
say,
got-
Guru?
Y'all just need a tank and a healer, right?
Yeah. We got 3 DPS. Oh, we need a healer then.
Oh yeah.
We knew fire. We knew fire
Yeah.
was going to be S tier. This
Where's
time
what's new
ago.
tier list?
Moonkin's OP. This bad. Yeah. In PvP, Moonkins are insane.
I'm waiting for the Shadow Priest buff. I can't invite to the group, I know that much.
Where are you looking at this?
There's not enough info at the moment. Yeah, but most of the top end people are fucking raiding at the moment, so there's not enough info.
So most people doing high keys are doing over 19.
For this season?
Yeah, I saw people like plus doing 20 keys like yesterday. And they weren't even like the best groups.
Alright, so time keys that are over 20 and up.
Aren't they?
There aren't any.
They're just stopping at the 19s. This is a 19, I guess I saw him plus doing.
Top key right now is a 2 chest and 19 for Necrotic Wake with a lot of Brewmaster monks.
Time to resurrect the Jiggles.
Jiggles is raid ready, buddy. I don't know what you're talking about.
Brewmaster would mesh really well with the stone power.
I wonder why they're stopping at 19s. Because like,
No point putting up.
I watched one stream of them doing a 19 like Necrotic Wake or something, and they almost plus 3'd it. And it's like, if they can do that, they should be able to do it 20, I feel like.
That's Yoda's key. Rage. 2 chests and 19 necrotic. Plain chicken.
Yoda raid with limit?
Hmm?
Doesn't Yoda raid with limit?
I don't know.
He's in Midwinter, Yoda.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, isn't that Ellesmere's guild?
Yes.
I think these guys just really haven't tried to push yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no one's doing them.
They have to. They want to get the raid gear shit, so that's more important for them.
Oh, I wonder if 19s has like higher chance to drop loot. That's why they're stopping at 19s or something. Because I know like some people were farming keys for the lower eye level gear even already, but
He honestly probably just did a key, and that was what it was when he finished.
yeah, I don't know, that's weird. Because they could easily just drop into 15s now with the fucking NPC you can talk to. So like they're intentionally doing a 19.
I mean, why would they drop it? They decided to do a key, and they just did a key while they were waiting for their raid to be ready for it.
He's only done like a few keys for most of them. Looks like he's farming 16s. He's done 3 16 the other sides.
Yeah, this dude will farm like 10.
You can only drop 5 levels, so he probably had to drop it from like a 20.
Maybe we did drop him already.
But he's farming 15s and 16s. He's done multiple for each dungeon on 15s and 16s.
Yeah, I assume all of them are going to try to do 10 keys on the 15 plus.
Yeah.
Got to get those trinkets on 252. Start
Running
early.
Rift and near moon. Weird. It's interesting. I don't know if that's his boss. Or those are his raid talents. That's probably his raid talents. He's playing Nature's Balance. That's what it's gotta be.
I wonder if these websites are accurate for that trinket now that they said that they nerfed, because it's still showing up as like better than 250 item level trinkets at 220 item level.
You talk about the Tome of Insight?
Yeah. I assume this website's just not updated yet because it's still showing it like way too high on the chart.
Which website are you looking at?
Blood Mallet.
Yeah, I don't think they've updated. I was looking at that earlier. I noticed it was really high on there. I think they're using an older SimC build. Probably using like the weekly or something.
I'll probably update within a day or two. I'm really not that far behind. I'm just curious if it's still worth using until like a mythic trinket, or if like the heroic ones are already gonna like be better than it. That's the main thing I'm worried about.
I have it maxed out. I haven't been using it.
What item level is it?
I have the 220 tone.
Yeah. And the other ones are better at 2 whatever you're using, 29 or something. 226.
I got it. I got a 239 Titanic, whatever that is, the stat stick one.
Yeah.
And I've been using my Cabalist in place of the tome.
Okay. Yeah, I wish like we should have had one more person using Cabalist, because like we had 4 people in our group. If one other person put it on, even if it's like a huge DPS loss for them, it's got to be better for the raid. But
We were running like 6 in the raid initially until I swapped to tank.
oh, because when I looked, I don't know if it was after you swapped or not. I think it might have been before you swapped. But I only saw 4 in our group, and I tried to look at everyone else, and I didn't see anyone else running it, even though I know a lot of people have it.
I definitely structured you and me in a group with 5 of them.
What about
Yeah.
me?
You didn't have it on undergeared.
I did.
Oh,
But yeah, I checked everyone, and everyone that had it on was in the same group. So like you had the groups right. I just don't think we had a 5th person for a long time that was using it.
Imagine my DPS if I was in the group.
Yeah.
Dude, I got a 233 Cabalist, dude. That shit's huge.
Group?
I have both Sire 233 trinkets, but
Must be nice.
that I got him fucking the last week and the week before the last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wish they didn't nerf my tome.
No, we're not even using 5 Cabalists, or else it would be better.
Man, I wish we could have killed that boss. That's a shame.
I feel like the last phase is probably a little bit harder than we expect to, because like realizing that it's 40%
it's gonna be
for the normal 20% is like, it's a pretty long phase.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're lusting like 15% of his health off, but that still makes it a 25% phase instead of the 20% phase that we just had to deal with more damage on it.
We gotta get way cleaner at like dodging spikes.
Yeah, there's a lot of like blood damage, and even just like the stuns alone, like DPS loss, healing loss, and then the extra healing on him. It's rough.
It's definitely a difficult fight. Way more difficult than all the preceding bosses.
Well, like a lot of people are saying is it's tuned for Dominion sockets, so like if we all had Dominion sockets, it'd be a joke, right? So like that's kind of what they tuned it for, because they didn't want like a week, like 2 or 3 weeks from now, for like pugs to just like one shot all the bosses crazy easy. That's why it's like tuned up.
Makes sense. I mean, a lot of these mechanics would probably be like a lot more trivial if we had like just more stamina and like the protectives and stuff from having more renown.
Yeah, like the renown power scale, and then like just the sockets alone are like a huge DPS increase once you have the set bonuses. So like if it was any more nerfed and you came back with the minion sockets still at like a 230 item level, which is still lower than you would be on like a pug group, you would just smash through this thing. Because we would skip those extra traps every time. It'd be so much easier.
Yep. I believe it. That being said, I'm curious if they're just going to wait for players to scale up and leave it as is, or if they're going to nerf it.
Yeah, I feel like if they were going to nerf it, they would have had to do it in like the first couple of days. So we don't see anything by like tomorrow. I feel like they're at least going to wait until next week.
True.
Especially since they already tuned it, right? Like, yeah, they would have added it all on there, I feel like. And then by next week, it'll already be significantly easier. So then people will be like, oh yeah, this boss isn't that bad, because all the guilds that are doing Mythic and like already cleared Heroic are like, yeah, this is easy. And then like eventually everyone else will power scale up and then kill it fairly easily, but...
The minions of the jailer forge a vile monstrosity within Zoval's cauldron. We must destroy it.
Yeah, there's nothing, no tuning to that fight.
You are seen.
Welcome, brave soul. For the Archon. You have my attention. It is the way. Speak without fear.
I know we're under geared, but that's like tuned to the equivalent of Mythic, in my opinion.
I agree.
Seek me.
That feels like the difficulty of a mythic fight. That doesn't feel like a heroic fight to me. Not even from the sense of like how punishing the mechanics are, just the overlap of mechanics in such a small time span is, I think, on the mythic level.
We are down like 10 item levels, plus Studian sockets alone are like...
Yeah, but nevertheless, it's like even, right? Like, even if it were a heroic, it's like, even if we had the more health, like that, we would still be taking damage just from the overlap of the abilities and like not executing them correctly, right? Like, it's difficult because it's like a confluence of all the different mechanics simultaneously. Like, individually, they're all very easy. Walk over the chains, kill the ball, break the traps in sequence.
Everyone's already been saying that like the spikes and the fire do so little damage, so I feel like the damage take is insane. It's just like a really consistent ticking damage that healers would be able to heal through better with like the sockets, but I don't know. It might be overtuned a little bit, but I don't think it's anything crazy, and we won't really know until we actually have like the sockets and stuff we're supposed to have for it.
It's the make or break mechanic is like breaking the traps as quickly as possible.
One thing I can see them doing is like making every time he phases, like all of his abilities reset so you never have bad overlaps. Like that would be something that they should definitely fix. But as far as like the scaling of just the boss damage and health, I don't think it seems.
Well, that's the whole difficulty of the fight is the overlaps.
Right.
Like have them be close, but not have it to where we had traps dropping like while the spikes were going out like that one. Everything else seemed fine.
I feel like it's a timing issue. I bet if we stop DPS at certain points, we would make the fight a lot easier.
That'd be another thing. Like heroic doesn't seem like shaft stuff. Like maybe on mythic, but like on heroic, they should have it to where like every single time you phase them, like you're gonna see the same abilities in the same order every time, and they can make really difficult overlaps as long as it's super consistent. But if it's like you're in a heroic pug group and like 5k extra DPS just completely fucks your rotation that no one's ready for and screws you over, it's pretty rough.
That's the issue.
It's just when it's not consistent, it always makes the fight like 10 times harder. So, on like a heroic fight, they should make their fights consistent. On mythic, they can kind of like dabble with like making us actually have to stop DPS and stuff if they want their fight to be like that.
It's like, I mean, even right now, it's like if you mess up the trap mechanic, like even if like, let's pretend like you could instantly blow 2 traps, right? The 200% increase, and that doesn't just give you don't immediately die, right? There's still 2 more traps which need to be executed correctly.
Right. Well,
so
more or less on heroic, if the spikes didn't change, you could literally just put markers on people's heads every time they got marked, and then put a raid flag on the ground, and then just like pop one of them, and the rest would run over on the right way. Like, that's how a lot of groups are doing it. Just like just drop them in the same spot every time. But if the spikes change, then like obviously that's fucked. So.
I was surprised in trying tanking it how much the spikes hurt the tank when you have the tanking debuff on you.
Does it just make you take more damage or something?
Yeah, a lot more.
Yeah, it's probably rough then. It does like 50k.
The spikes will almost like half health me. We'll do like over 40k damage.
Gotta pop like 6 iron first, it'll be fine.
Yeah. If only I had, you know, rage from the boss that I'm not even meleeing.
Yeah, if you run across the room, maybe.
Right.
Hey, Beej.
What up?
I watched this when I was studying this fight. I watched this video from like a restaurant perspective, and you know, I don't know if you want to even consider it, but I just thought with their shot was super simple. It was basically just they just put the markers on the four corners, and everyone was in the middle, and then the tank would just say, "I'm going to blue," so everyone else goes to purple, which is like the opposite corner. Well, everyone stays in the middle, but people with like chains and stuff just go to the opposite corner, and that's it. It like minimizes the amount of movement. But yeah, I don't know. Just I saw it seems simple, but who knows what it is when you actually do it.
You're saying I missed a lot of that. You said you want the tanks to call out what corner they're going to.
Well, when I saw just how they did it, it looked easier because it was literally everyone's in the middle. When the tank gets that hammer, they just go to a corner that's marked with an icon, and then everyone still stays in the middle. And only if you have a trap or a chain, do you then just go to the opposite corner. So it just minimized the amount of people moving. So I guess it's like less people accidentally walking over traps as a result.
That's basically what we're doing. We're just a little bit closer to the corner instead of being in the middle.
Yeah, we're just optimizing it to take less damage because in phase 3, I think the damage is going to overlap harder and be more inconsistent for the healers to be able to keep people alive.
We just had like a slightly tighter stack in general, so there weren't people like 10 yards behind our stack, making people have to run around them with the chains, and it wouldn't be a problem. But like being farther away from the boss is just like a benefit, I feel like. It just gets more and more chaotic because everyone dodges the spikes differently, and then people like want to play. When you dodge the spike differently, then you get the chain on you, and you want to play like that differently, and then it just gets like more and more spread, and it just starts getting like pretty out of position by the time we get to the intermission. Like it is definitely a boss that like we came back in a week, it'd be like insanely easy just by like sockets and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we could skip that last trap, this boss would be a joke.
Yep.
Which is why it doesn't feel overtuned, because like I feel like even pugs at 230, 235 item level with the sockets easily skip that every time.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about skipping the second set of traps after the first intermission?
Yes.
So I was just looking at that. When those traps come out, we're at 51% on our best pool.
The third set.
40. No, there's only 2 in that phase. We never have gotten a third in the in-between phase.
Because I think a couple of our pulls we had some traps like, yeah, no, because we had a trap like literally when we phased it once, so we're definitely gonna have a trap like really close to the phasing. Like we literally got trapped.
There's some like 44% traps or something, or 41 or 42.
There might have been
literally
a third late one because we were behind, but what I'm getting at is we would need like 10 more % damage.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be able to cut it out by phasing and faster.
Well, you probably could at some point in the tier, but
Well, that's the point is to skip that third one that we've been getting. Because like when we had only 1 or 2 people dead, we phased it during that third one, and it was like near the end of it, so we need to like consistently, like we're really close to it. Like I think even like just dropping like 1 healer for a DPS or like optimizing our comp, we'll probably skip it. But because I think like the 2 times that we hit the phasing, we got those traps right before or like during. And like that one really good pull we had with like 1 or 2 dead people, we got traps during the phasing and like 5 people died to it.
What if we try to like 2 heal the fight?
Good luck.
Get that parse.
You better be killing phase 3 in about 30 seconds then. I think the overhealing is the way to do it as long as we don't have any like really shitty like trap overlap, which like I said we're super close on that one. I think just like comfortability and whatnot, we probably are gonna end up skipping it like tomorrow anyways.
yeah, we're 2% off of that third trap on the 1.
Yeah.
So
How many?
We should cheat.
Were there any that we skipped it? Like how close were we on the other pulls? Because we got phase 3 like 3 times. I think every time we had people dead, so I don't think we ever skipped it. But like with a clean pull and like every single member alive, I'm pretty sure we just skipped it.
I could run my I could run my DPS legendary for Resto Shaman.
I don't think we're that close. I don't think we've ever had a pull where everyone's been alive, right? Like I think one person was dead that whole phase, and we were like 2% off. So I think we're like fine. We just need people to stay alive, or maybe just cut a healer for a DPS, or just like cut down a person or something, and then cut a healer for a DPS. I don't know. Or we're just super close, or we just deal with it. I mean, we've been making decent prog with dealing with it. It just makes it substantially easier if we don't have to deal with that last one. And then we don't even know what the like P3 one looks like if we're gonna get traps right before. Because we had that one pull where it ended up going to like the soft cap and rage, but
suspect phase 3 is gonna be a clusterfuck.
it didn't seem that bad
Pretty
when we had
bad
like
one.
a group in it. Honestly, we never devil exploded anything, right? That phase that we made it to like the end of the fight.
11% or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we ever like double did anything, and we were just like running around like fucking headless chickens, and we still like managed all the mechanics. So like it might look super messy. But I feel like the overlaps aren't bad, unless we just got like lucky overlaps. But
We might have. We don't know.
yeah, we don't know. But like if that's how they all go, then I feel like just that we see that 1 or 2 times, the overlaps aren't that bad. Yeah, it might be messy the first couple kills, but it'll be pretty doable.
I think we'll kill it tomorrow if we play around with sizing a little bit.
I think we'll definitely kill it, yeah. Especially if we raid like the 3 hours, whatever, it'll definitely die for sure. Even if we have to deal with the same thing we were doing, just making it cleaner and getting in there with everyone alive, I don't think we'll have an issue. I'm just scared that like that last phase is way longer, but we got to like 11%, so I mean, it's just gonna be a long phase.
Only
As long as
10%
people live, yeah.
So
And
for
we have less than potions. It's only that'd make up for 10%.
Yeah, we were down like 3 people going into that phase, I think, or was it more? So like we were already there pretty easily. And then obviously people died relatively quickly, and it just kind of got more and more dead people. But like we didn't have everyone alive when we started, because when we phased in, like 3 or 4 people died, and then we res like 1 or 2. So
Can't believe we had that good of a pull after the subsequent pulls. It seemed crazy to me.
especially since the overlap was so bad, like everyone just got fucking smacked when we phased it. I think that if we skip those traps, like we honestly could have killed it that pull, just because yeah, we lost it pretty hard and the overlap seemed fine, but
It definitely felt like noticeably cleaner when Akaz was breaking the middle traps, like only the middle 2. That was a good improvement. Like the trick is to let the chains break them. You're just trying to space it out.
yeah, like you don't need to hit all of them. Like the last one can be super delayed as long as you're popping like 2 or 3, and then it's just like you have to make a lot of judgment calls there every time. But if you see one that's like definitely not gonna be a problem, then you just leave it. Yeah.
Hello. No in service.
It may be better if we force them, instead of like kind of making like an L around the corner like we were doing, if we force it to be a line and have the first one hit sooner. Just as long as there's the spacing between, I think that's the way we do it. It's the only other thing I would try to change. Like you make that diagonal coming from the corner, because it's not so much like the only way it goes wrong. It doesn't matter really when it gets hit, because everybody's like pretty topped before then. It's really more an issue of you just can't have them hit at the same time, which means that they're equidistant from where the spikes are originating from, right? So as long as you stagger the distance between them and the spikes, you know, with a sufficient gap in between, it's fine. So like even if the first one gets hit by a spike, but then 2 seconds later the second one hits, even if it's outside of our control, that's probably still okay. So maybe what we'll try tomorrow is we'll try to institute like a real diagonal positioning on the traps. We'll line them up in a diagonal from the corner.
I think the goal as a cause was like always hitting at least 3 of them, right? So I don't know if that changes too much. Like it makes
So he changed it. So he started only hitting 2 of them, and he was letting the spikes break the first and the fourth.
Yeah, so you could like diagonal them, and then he could like make a judgment call on which ones he wants to hit.
Exactly.
Or
He's basically breaking the ones in the diagonal so that there's enough gap between what the spikes are going to break automatically.
you just need to always hit it, or always have at least like 2 spots, and then you can like pop one on both spots, and then it wouldn't never be an issue.
And it's like on some of the ones I'm noticing in the replays, like he popped one, which was like a closer one to buy us more time, but the ones in the back were like both at the same distance from where the spikes were coming from. So I think that makes more of an issue. I'm gonna make a.
I think most of ours were super clean, other than like that one overlap with the spikes and the traps. Like we've been having enough pulls, I think, at this point that we just adjust to it. But anything to make it more consistent when we go into Mythic and stuff for sure. But it'll be different then, anyways. But we'll have to deal with the ads or whatever.
I'm gonna make us a little raid plan. We had yellow as the safe spot, right? Blue is the bad spot.
I think we got rid of yellow unless we repurposed it. Like we just had orange down for the last pull.
Get it right. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna use the correct icons for this too. How about that?
You are seen.
Good luck. I'm gonna go do this dungeon, I guess.
See ya.
Yeah, I'm going to bed. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Good night.
Yep.
Get some sleep.
For the Archon. Serve with courage. You have my attention. Always move forward.
What a spicy aroma. Would you care for a spot of making green tea?
Speak without fear. The Colossus nears completion. Welcome, brave soul. Ascended to me! We strike at once! For the Archon. Speak Take without to the skies, fear. Ascended! For the Archon and Bastion. Let the rain of justice cleanse this ground!
You stand before the Ascended.
Welcome, brave soul. The Colossus nears completion. Ascended to me! We strike at once! Take to the skies, Ascended! For Bastion! Let the rain of justice cleanse this ground! Now is our chance! Reduce that hideous monstrosity to rubble! Reduce that hideous monstrosity to rubble! Archon's eyes upon us all. Archon's eyes upon us all. We shall purge your blight now! For the Archon! A courageous display, Moorwalker. We shall continue the fight. You have my attention.